Attack on Titan is awesome. SAO is terrible. In this video, I'll explain why Attack on Titan is better than SAO in every way. The world building. Attack on Titan is a masterpiece of storytelling, with its rich and dystopian setting. It has a deep lore that gradually unfolds as the story progresses, adding layers of complexity to the narrative. One of the most captivating aspects is the terrifying Titans themselves. The sheer dread they inspire and the mystery surrounding their origins add a thrilling element to the story. SAO's world building falls flat due to its rushed and shallow approach. The series introduces several different virtual worlds, but barely scratches the surface, leaving them feeling incomplete and unexplored. Characters and character development. Attack on Titan excels in creating deep, multi-dimensional characters. Each character feels like a real person, with their own struggles, flaws, and growth, making it not just about the action but also about the human experience. SAO has one-dimensional characters. The characters also lack complexity, leaving the audience yearning for more meaningful connections. Story and plot. Attack on Titan deserves high praise for its unpredictable plot. From the very beginning, it lures you in with a gripping storyline. The series masterfully weaves together political intrigue and personal conflicts, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats. The plot takes daring turns, often subverting expectations and delivering shocking revelations. SAO has convoluted storylines and unnecessary arcs. The series seems to wander aimlessly. This can lead to a lack of focus in the overall plot. Animation and visuals. Attack on Titan has stunning animation, which brings its epic battles to life in a jaw-dropping way. The fluid animation enhances the intense action sequences, making them a visual spectacle. SAO has awful animation, and it detracts from the viewing experience. Moreover, the character designs in SAO adhere to typical anime tropes, resulting in a lack of originality. Impact and legacy. Attack on Titan has left a mark on the world of anime and pop culture. The series struck a chord with fans worldwide, resonating not only with the anime community, but also attracting a broader audience. Attack on Titan's legacy has only grown over the years, as it continues to be enjoyed by new generations of anime fans. SAO has garnered a negative reputation over time. Most people felt that the storytelling and character development declined as the series continued, leading to a sense of disappointment. For a closer examination on what's so great about Attack on Titan, let's turn our focus to its final season. Before we begin, just to let you know, this is from the perspective of someone who hasn't read any of the Attack on Titan manga, so everything will be based on the anime only. I will not be talking about what happened in the manga. Anyways, let's get started. First and foremost, we have to talk about the change in animation studios. The previous 3 seasons of Attack on Titan were all produced by Wit Studio. However, this final season was animated by MAPPA. I kinda like the different art style and character designs, but it'll certainly take a bit of time to get used to everything. It's interesting how they start off with completely new characters that we have no prior attachment to for this season. We spent the previous 3 seasons of Attack on Titan focusing on one island, and now we get to see what the rest of the world is like. There's apparently been a 4-year time skip, so I wonder what the main cast is up to. Furthermore, this war scene reminds me a lot of the movie 1917. I'm pretty sure this is like the equivalent of World War I in the Attack on Titan universe, so it makes sense. Falco mentioned something about flying around with a sword. I think he's referring to the ODM gear, but I'm not sure how he knows about that. It could be that his memories are connected with someone else's memories, or something like that. Here we have the opening. The song is My War, performed by the Japanese rock band Shinsei Kamata-chan. As for the visuals, it seems like they're being vague on purpose, and not revealing anything too important. Again, I haven't read the manga, so I don't really know what it all means. To me, it just looks like a bunch of colorful explosions. Michael Bay would definitely be proud though. So the Car Titan's human name is Peak. I don't think we've actually seen him in his human form yet in the anime. I'm eager to find out what he looks like. I really like this new character Gabby. Gabby's Japanese voice actress is Ayane Sakura, and I think she does an excellent job voicing the character. Her personality is very similar to how Eren Yeager acted in the first season, although I'm pretty sure Gabby's plan of walking right into the enemy territory totally wouldn't work in real life. She would be gunned down immediately. Here we have the Jaw Titan. I believe that Ymir last had it, so Galliard must have eaten her and inherited the power. The new design looks pretty cool in my opinion. Whoa, Reiner looks a lot different. I almost didn't even recognize him. He sort of looks like Askeladd from Vinland Saga. The last we saw of Reiner, he was nearly dead, so this is a big surprise. Awesome scene of the Jaw Titan wrecking everything. I guess its ability is that it can bite through anything. And here we have the Cart Titan. I initially didn't think that the Cart Titan would be very useful, but now I'm starting to see that it's actually quite powerful and versatile. This is an epic scene of raining titans, and the people parachuting in reminds me of the scene where they parachute in the cars from Furious 7. Additionally, the scene of Reiner transforming into the armored titan and dropping in is also pretty awesome. The anti-titan cannons are a lot more powerful than I thought. It blew Reiner's arm clean off. Even with one arm, Reiner is able to do a lot of damage. It's cool to see him using the armored train as a weapon. That was unexpected. I didn't think that Reiner could move that fast and use his titan body to shield the Beast Titan. Titan. The anime implies that Reiner's dead, but I'm sure he's fine. Who's this random guy at the end? I think it might be John Kirstein. And finally, the ending song is called Shock, performed by Yuko Ando. Overall, this was a pretty decent episode. The pacing was good and it was well directed. It did start off a bit slow and confusing to be honest, but the action in the second half definitely made up for that. I've seen a lot of complaints about the CGI of the Titans, but I'm personally not too bothered by that. I'd give this episode an 8 out of 10, and I'm definitely looking forward to watching more. There's apparently only 16 episodes in total for Attack on Titan the final season, which I heard is not enough to cover the rest of the manga. Since they're adapting about 2 chapters per episode, this means that they're probably going to do a part 2, just like with season 3, or there will be some additional movies to finish the series off. Anyways, that's it for my review of Attack on Titan the final season, episode 1. What did you think of this episode? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. It's interesting how Titans are no longer that big of a threat anymore. Humanity has built weapons that are even stronger than the Titans. Maybe humanity can eventually find a way to build their own Titans. Kind of like what happened in Transformers Age of Extinction. People didn't need the Transformers anymore because they could just build their own Transformers. Although that plan didn't exactly work out as intended. Additionally, we see a shadow of a bird flying by when this guy is talking about airships dropping bombs on the Earth. That's a really great detail. The bird sort of represents an airship, so this guy says that there aren't any Titans with wings. But I have a strong feeling that we're gonna see a flying Titan later in the series. You don't mention something like this and not bring it up again later on. The whole Chekhov's gun principle applies here. I didn't realize this during the first episode, but Zeke has the same exact Japanese voice actor as Dio Brando from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure anime series, Takehito Koyasu. I actually watched the previous 3 seasons of Attack on Titan in the English dub, so this is a very welcoming surprise. Takehito Koyasu is a fantastic voice actor, and his voice suits the character of Zeke quite well. Zeke has 1 year left to live, and Colt will inherit the power of the Beast Titan. I believe Colt is Falco's older brother. Will Falco get to inherit any Titan powers as well? So Reiner is not dead. I suspected that he would be fine after using his body as a shield to protect the Beast Titan in the previous episode, and it turns out that assumption was correct. I knew it was too early to kill Reiner off for good. So this is what Galliard looks like in his human form. Was he wearing a mask or something when he was transformed into the Jaw Titan? Ymir didn't have a bone face when she transformed into the Jaw Titan. Wait, so Galliard and Marcel were brothers. Hajime Isayama, the author of Attack on Titan, does a good job connecting everything together. This also confirms that Galliard ate Ymir, which I thought was the case, but it's nice to get some actual confirmation. So this is what Peak looks like in her human form. She's actually a woman. Peak has apparently been a Titan for the past 2 months. It makes sense that she can barely walk upright anymore, since the cart Titan walks on all 4s. This is a great flashback scene. That's Galliard and that's Annie. I think this is Berthold, and that's Marcel. I wonder who this person is. Why are they watching Reiner and the others? And here we get reminded about the drawbacks of inheriting the power of the Titans. Sure, you get this amazing ability, but you only get to live for 13 more years. That's if you don't somehow die earlier. It really makes you think if it's worth it to inherit a Titan ability. Really nice scene of the soldiers returning back home. They've been fighting this war for the past 4 years, and now they finally get to see their families again. It's pretty funny how the worst thing Reiner can think of is how Sasha was eating the potato and tried to give half to the instructor. Who is this random guy jumping off the roof? Weird. So now they're talking about the Warhammer Titan. We've seen a few glimpses of the Warhammer Titan in the trailer, but not in the actual anime yet. I'm definitely eager to find out more about it and the Tiber family. Overall, this was a very dialogue and exposition heavy episode. In fact, there wasn't a single Titan scene in this episode apart from the flashbacks, but it was still quite interesting to learn about the characters' backstories, and the world building was pretty decent. It's very eye-opening to see the world from a completely different perspective. Instead of a simple good versus evil story, Attack on Titan allows you to make your own decisions on who's good and who's evil. Still no main characters like Eren, Armin, and Mikasa, so maybe we'll see them in the next episode. As a whole, the animation quality is really good, and Mappa was an excellent replacement for Wit Studio. The characters' facial expressions, as well as the lighting and shadows of the scenes, were all on point. I'm gonna give this episode a 7 out of 10. And that's it for my review of Attack on Titan the final season, episode 2. What did you think of this episode? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. As you can see, Attack on Titan is much better than SAO. Additionally, here are some Attack on Titan Easter eggs and other anime. Attack on Titan is one of the most popular anime series of all time, and there are plenty of Attack on Titan Easter eggs, references, and hidden details in other shows, so I'll explain some of them in this video. Here are 20 Attack on Titan Easter eggs and other anime. Number 1. Dakaichi. This moment in Dakaichi is very similar to the moment in Attack on Titan, when the Colossal Titan attacked Wall Maria in the very first episode. Number 2. Denki Guy. There's a store called Attack on Uncle. The name is obviously a direct reference to Attack Attack on Titan. Number 3, Genshiken Nidaime. The way that this character runs is a reference to one of the abnormal titans. Number 4, Gintama Pororihen. Attack on Titan is referenced in the show's dialogue. Moreover, the scene is very similar to the Reigning Titan scene from Season 4, Episode 1 of Attack on Titan. Number 5, Jashin-chan Dropkick. Jashin-chan dresses up in a Survey Corps uniform and does the signature salute. Number 6, Kakushigoto. There's a manga called Attack on Gremlin, which again is an obvious nod to Attack on Titan. The font is also very similar to the font used for the Attack on Titan manga. Number 7, Keijo. The character Tei Yokosugi is able to perform a technique called Attack on Titan, which is clearly a pun of Attack on Titan. Additionally, the font and color scheme used for the words is based on Attack on Titan's logo. Number 8, Kiss Him, Not Me. There are many Attack on Titan references in the dialogue of Kiss Him, Not Me, and the characters in the anime even dress up as characters from Attack on Titan, like Mikasa. Number 9, New Game. The character here looks very similar to Mikasa from Attack on Titan. They have similar hairstyles and they're also wearing similar outfits. Number 10, Nisekoi. Some of the sand sculptures in this scene look like titans. You can also see a guy standing on one of the titans. Number 11, Norin. The character in the corner here is dressed up in the Survey Corps uniform from Attack on Titan and is also using the ODM gear. Number 12, Mayochiki. The first volume of the Attack on Titan manga can be seen on the desk here. Number 13, One Punch Man. There's a character named Maru Gori and he drinks a steroid called Biceps Brachi King. This turns him into a mutated giant that kind of looks like the Attack Titan. This is very fitting because Eren Yeager and Maru Gori are both voiced by the same actor in the English dub, Bryce Papenbrook. Number 14, Osomatsu-san. This scene is clearly an homage to the scene of Eren and the Colossal Titan. Number 15, Outbreak Company. The Attack on Titan Easter egg can be spotted during a scene where the main character Shinichi is reading the Attack on Titan manga out loud and says that he'll kill all of the Titans. In a later episode, there's a poster on a building that's clearly based on the poster for Attack on Titan. Number 16, Ping Pong. This poster says Attack on Robot, which is yet another nod to Attack on Titan. Number 17, Servant X Service. There's a Survey Corps uniform here. Number 18, Tonari no Seki-kun. There's a scene where Seki turns into a Titan after eating some octopus hot dogs. Number 19, Wake Up Girl Zoo. A girl bites her hand to become a giant. This is similar to how Eren bites his hand in order to transform into a Titan. Number 20, Watamote. The characters in Watamote do the signature Survey Corps salute, and those are some Attack on Titan Easter eggs and references in other anime. Do you know of any more? If so, be sure to tell me in the comments below. If you're looking for something else to watch, then I would suggest the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard movie. Here's my review and ending explain of that movie. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard is a 2021 American action comedy movie. It's a sequel to 2017's The Hitman's Bodyguard. In this video, I'll break down the movie, explain the ending as well as what's next. Let's get started. The movie begins with Michael Bryce dreaming about winning the AAA Bodyguard of the Year award. He's actually in therapy and has to give up bodyguarding for a while to clear his mind and find happiness. Michael goes on vacation, but Sonia Kincaid finds him and needs his help. Darius has been taken by mobsters, and Sonia needs to get him back. Michael is on sabbatical, so he can't use any guns. In the meantime, we learn that Aristotle will use a drill to destroy the European power grid. Michael and Sonia manage to find and rescue Darius. However, the three of them are caught by Interpol agent Bobby O'Neill. He needs their help to track down Aristotle. Michael goes to visit his stepfather, who's also a bodyguard. Michael, Sonia, and Darius are then captured by Aristotle's henchmen. It's revealed that Aristotle and Sonia used to be in love, but Sonia got amnesia and forgot about it until now. Furthermore, it turns out that Michael's stepfather has been working for Aristotle this whole time. Michael and Darius work together to rescue Sonia on Aristotle's yacht. Michael kills his stepfather, while Darius and Sonia kill Aristotle. Michael hits the manual override to destroy the yacht and stop the drill. There's a huge explosion, but Michael, Sonia, and Darius are able to survive after jumping into the water. Finally, the movie ends with Sonia adopting Michael. So, what's next? Well, a sequel is possible. In an interview with Collider, Patrick Hughes talked about this. Here's what he said. It dawned on me during the first film that the endless suffering fool who is Michael Bryce must suffer endlessly. Therefore, we must endlessly make sequels. As a result, the sequel does leave things ready for another film. All we can say is that it sets Ryan up to suffer endlessly. In the post-credit scene, we saw how it'll take a lot longer for Bobby to unread notice the characters, so they still can't come home for the next month or two. Michael will have to stay with Sonia and Darius, so the sequel could be about Bobby needing the three for yet another job to save the world. Perhaps Elodie Young's character Amelia Roussel could return in the sequel. She wasn't in this movie, but she was Michael Bryce's ex-girlfriend in the first Hitman's Bodyguard movie, so maybe they can get back together. I also find it funny how they talked about Red Notices a few times in this movie. Ryan Reynolds will be in a Netflix movie called Red Notice. Here's what the movie is about. An Interpol-issued Red Notice is a global alert to hunt and capture the world's most wanted, but when a daring heist brings brings together the FBI's top profiler and two rival criminals. There's no telling what will happen. Overall, one of the main themes of the movie is how women can still be really badass even if they're middle-aged. Here's what Salma Hayek said during an interview with comicbook.com. I also wanted to show the fact that, not because a woman goes into middle age, that means you stop being a badass. Not everything about a woman is, not their whole identity, about motherhood. We still have a lot to give, and a lot of dynamism inside of us. To have an action character that's a middle-aged person, for men it's been okay for a long time, but really this is the first time it happens for a woman. Just like the Fast and Furious movies, family is another important theme in this movie. Sonia and Darius were trying really hard to have a baby and start a family. Additionally, Michael wanted his stepfather to be proud of him. What did you think of Hitman's wife's bodyguard? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. I personally thought it was pretty decent. The actors did a great job and the action was really good, but the story overall was quite generic and full of cliches. Be sure to check out some of the other ending explained videos on this channel. Well, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a future upload. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.